Hey guys, I'm here to do a library haul. It is freaking huge. I went to the library last week and I got like 18 books or something. I can't remember. Um, and then I went today to get one thing and it was at a different branch. Um, so I ended up looking at the books, and the libraries out here always have new releases in stock. Like, it's crazy because when I lived in Indiana, I always had to be on a wait list. So I just started grabbing everything, and even stuff that wasn't new releases, but stuff that I know I wanted to read, I grabbed. So, oh, and I got one book from the thrift store for $2 and one book from thriftbooks.com for like $4.22. I really like that place. As long as you choose your book to be in very good condition or like new condition, the 3 shipments I've had so far, I haven't had a problem with the books. So the one I got from thriftbooks.com I got because Dylan, DM Friend 20 or whatever his channel name is now, I can't even remember, mentioned this book. He got it and he said, Melissa, really like this book. So it's Venomous by Christopher Cravatin. And like I said, it was only like $4.22 for a hardback, so I couldn't pass that up, and it's in great shape. The one I got from the thrift store, another one, hardback, very great shape. I probably would have never picked it up, to be honest with you, but it was $2. It's from 2010, Raised by Wolves by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. Pretty cover. I really like that cover, and this is like raised. So I got that one. And then from the library, the ones I already read, The Dead and Buried by Kim Harrington. It's about a girl that moves into a new house and there's a ghost in there. I thought this book was pretty good. The Girl in the Park by Mariah Fredericks. Started reading it. Really was enjoying it. Then when I went to go add it on Goodreads, I seen that I read it already, I think it was last year, and did a review on it and everything. So I wasn't going to waste my time reading it again when I had all these other books to read. I didn't even remember, like it wasn't even ringing a bell when I was reading it. Like it didn't even, yeah, I can't believe I read it. And it's Wild Thorn by Jane Eaglin. And this is a historical fiction, and it is about a girl that gets committed to a mental institution or insane asylum, they called it then. And I found it very interesting because the reasons behind why she was put into the asylum, just how different things were back then. So I wanted to read this one for a while. I actually had bought it when I bought all my books last year or whatever. I ended up selling it, but I really enjoyed it. Then I just got done reading Everlost by Neal Shusterman. Very good book. I have the other one, but I'm not good at reading sequels or reading books in a series back to back. And this one was about kids, follows 2 kids, well 3, but the main character is basically the female. And they die before the age of 16, I believe it is, and they end up in this place called Everlost. And it was just, the world building in this, I really enjoyed. The characters, I flew through this book. So, yeah, I read Unwind by him, which I absolutely loved, and I know that he has another book, a sequel to that out, that I should pick up. Then the rest of the books I got with my first trip to the library. The book A Blood and Shadow by Robin Wasserman. Now this says on the back, One Girl, One Night, Centuries of Secrets. I'm not going to go through obviously what these books are about because they're just going to take way too long. Nobody by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. She wrote the Raised by Wolves series. I do have a question on this though. This one's called Nobody. And then I went to the library today and there was a book called Boy Nobody. And I was like, huh. And when I looked at the synopsis on it, I think it was the same thing. I didn't catch the author, but if they're two different books, let me know. I don't know. It was weird. Then I got Rush by Eve Silver. Dystopian novel, it sounds like. I love dystopian novels. A Darkness, Strange and Lovely. I just read the first one like a week ago, which I really, really enjoyed. And I grabbed this because it was there and it's a newer, it just came out, by Susan Dennard. But like I said, it's very hard for me to read series back to back. So I'm not sure. This will probably be put more towards the end. The Kid Table by Andrea Siegel. This is more like a contemporary novel, it sounds like. And this has been on my list, wanting to read it for like at least a year now. I see it there, it's, library free, why not? I don't know if I'll get to it because it's not really a top priority for me. Embrace by Jessica Shervington. I love that cover. This one is a paranormal or something, strange dreams, something about 17th birthday angels, so. And then here's Everwild by Neal Shusterman, the second one to Everlost. Like I said, this will probably be put at the end of the list. Then I got Legend by Marie Lu. I heard nothing but great things about this book, a dystopian novel. Ashes by Ilsa J. Bick. This book has been on my list too for a long, long time. On the back it says, Michael Grant blurbed it, said a haunting and epic story of survival in a shattered world. So it sounds really, really good. Daughter of Smoke and Bone by Laini Taylor. Of course, another book that I heard nothing but good things about. I guess it's about angels, and people said they never read anything quite like this one. Born Wicked by Jessica Spotswood. Another book I've been hearing a lot about lately, and about witches, so yeah, I definitely want to read it. And then Weather Witch by Shannon Delaney. Now I haven't heard anything about this one, but it's another one about witches. People, girls, people, whatever, that can predict the weather. So we'll see. And then when I went today, like I said, I was going for one thing, a movie. 21 with Kevin Spacey. Our video store, it's been out. Disc Replay, where you can buy used movies and books and stuff. They didn't have it. Can't get it online. Netflix doesn't have it to stream. So I found it at a different branch I usually go to, so I want to surprise my husband. He doesn't know I got it. And of course, when I was there, I had to look through the books. So today I got Breathe by Sarah Crossan. It takes a lot of air to break free. I guess these people are living in this bubble because the planet doesn't have any air. Somebody had this book on one of their hauls, I believe it was, and it sounded really good, so when I seen it, of course I grabbed it. Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo. I guess this one takes place in Russia. The second one just came out. Everybody is raving about this book. To be honest with you, I really wasn't interested because it took place in Russia, and I don't know, I'm funny about that, but I was like, you know what, I'm going to try it. I've been really getting into historical fiction and stuff, so definitely trying that book. Cruel by Jennifer Albin. And this one I've been seeing, actually, this one was on book closeouts, actually. That's where I seen it first. This is 2012. And this one sounds good too. Dystopian, maybe? I'm not quite exactly sure. The Immortal Rules by Julie Kagawa. And the reason I got this is because the Eternity Cure, or what's the second one called? Something Cure. Everybody's been talking about it, so I figure let me jump on the bandwagon and try this book. Now this is about vampires. Haven't read a vampire book in a while, so we will see. Heard it was really good. I also got Rotten Rune by Jonathan Mayberry, and Krista from Cubicle Blindness. She reviewed this like last year. Did not like it. I don't know if I would say she didn't like it at all, but I just remember her saying that they would abbreviate zombie and call them zoms or something, and she just wasn't crazy about that. But I've been curious to read it. There's like 2 other books out. I would like to buy the paperbacks on these because I love the covers. They're awesome. So I grabbed that. Then I got The Testing by Joelle Charbonnet. It says, The Testing is a chilling and devious dystopian thriller that all fans of the Hunger Games will simply devour. Okay, you guys can yell at me, but I didn't care for the Hunger Games. I didn't even go and read the 2nd or 3rd one. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't anything crazy for me. The movie didn't do it for me either. So I really wasn't interested in this book, but it was at the library. It was free. Why not? It's a new release. So yeah, The Testing. Haven't seen, I don't think I've seen that in too many hauls though. Then I got another pile. Oops. I got Invisibility by Andrea Kramer and David Levithan, or Leviathan, or however you pronounce his name. I believe this is no, not time travel. Someone's invisible, I know that. It might have time travel in there too. I truly can't remember. I just remember that was a new release. Half-Lives by Sarah Grant. And I haven't seen this one, I don't think, in any hauls either. I've learned that surviving isn't all it's cracked up to be, and then it says now, and then it tells a little bit, and then it says then, and it tells a little bit. So, something happens, and then generations in the future, the world has changed, and a mysterious cult worships the very mountain where Icy's secret bunker was built. So, that sounds like it'll be good. The Monstrumologist by Rick Yancey. I'd never seen this cover, but Priscilla from the Readables reviewed this like last year. Absolutely loved the book. I wasn't too excited about it because I also think this one's a historical fiction. And I wasn't into it then, but I've been lately, so I really wanted to grab this. So I got this. Altered by Jennifer Rush. They were made to forget, but they'll never forgive. That one looks good. I believe it's another new release. Yep, 2013. Proxy by Alex London. Some debts cannot be repaid. I am sure everybody's heard about this one. And like I said, I mean, just having those they have all kinds of new releases. It's like, I'm not used to it, so of course I grab them. Pulse by Patrick Carman. Everyone has a heartbeat, few have the pulse. I've seen this in someone's haul, I believe, just recently. First I ever heard of it. Let me see when this was. 2013. Yeah, and this is in the future, in the year 2051. So that'll be fun. Interesting. And yes, there's a lot of books here. Oh, I got one more. V.C. Andrews' Forbidden Sister. This is a first in a series. I have not cared for V.C. Andrews' books after she passed away and someone else started writing the books for her. You can definitely tell a difference. But this one sounds interesting, so I thought I would give it a try. It's about a sister that I guess is a lot of trouble, and it said I had every reason to hate her, my forbidden sister. She was like someone who had died but wouldn't stay buried. So, figure, like I said, I'll give it another shot. We'll see if I can get back into her books. It's just with a different person writing them, you can just tell the difference. I get books from this library for 3 weeks, and then I can renew them one time. So I technically have 6 weeks to read all of these books, if I can. I do get more because I know sometimes I won't care for a book, and I'll set it aside, and I'll still have other books to read. So, yeah, that is about it. I get my ultrasound on Tuesday. Hopefully, we'll be able to find out if it's a boy or girl. And everything else is going okay. I've only gained like 4 pounds in 5 months. But I mean, the baby's doing good from what she can tell in that. The ultrasound will tell more too. So, and yeah. So I'll talk to you guys later. All right, bye.